So if you were standing in a room full of people, but you're supposedly addressing someone completely invisible, who is your actual audience?
Right, yeah, that is the question.
Welcome to today's deep dive. Today we're exploring an audio message from a Taiwanese pastor, and he interestingly recorded this while bracing for a severe typhoon.
Yeah, you can almost feel the tension in that setup.
Exactly. But our mission today isn't about the weather. We are unpacking his insights on public prayer, specifically navigating that really fine line between authentic communication and, well, just performing for a crowd.
And he grounds this tension right in the book of Matthew.
Yeah.
He points out how ancient hypocrites would intentionally time their daily prayers so they just happen to end up on the busiest street corners.
Right, like the first century equivalent of a crowded intersection.
Exactly, yeah, just to maximize the audience.
Okay, let's unpack this, because that instantly makes me think of modern social media. I mean, it is a textbook virtue signaling.
Oh, 100%.
We post this deep, supposedly meaningful reflection, but if we're really honest, we're mostly just waiting for that notification bell to ring. We want the validation from the crowd.
Well, the core issue hasn't really changed in 2,000 years. Praying in the wrong place isn't about physical location. I mean, it's about internal pride.
Right.
The act itself gets hijacked by our human need for validation. And this deeply ingrained habit of playing to the gallery, it sneaks into modern settings in ways that can be genuinely jarring.
Yeah.
Like the pastor shared a story about being invited to preach at a church near a university. He finishes his sermon, and the congregation immediately erupts into applause.
Which is wild, right? Because normally if you give a speech and people clap, you feel great.
Yeah, you love it.
But he was completely terrified by that reaction.
What's fascinating here is why he reacted with horror. From his theological framework, sermons, prayers, and choir performances are directed entirely at God. The people sitting in the pews are merely bystanders. They might be co-beneficiaries of the message, but they are not the intended recipients.
Wait, really? So they're just there?
Right, they're just there. So to applaud the pastor or the choir is this fundamental category error. It treats a spiritual act of worship like human entertainment.
Well, wow.
You're giving human validation to something that was never meant for human ears.
It's like clapping for your phone after you finish a call with your mom.
Yes, exactly.
The phone didn't do the talking. They were just eavesdropping on a one-on-one conversation. So if God is the sole audience, this audience of one, you would think public prayer would look exactly the same no matter where you go in the world.
You'd think so, but look at the cultural differences and how people actually address that audience of one.
Yeah, the source goes into some wild contrasts here.
Totally. You have South Korean prayer mountains where people passionately pray for 3 to 5 hours straight. It's like this deep cultural expression of endurance and spiritual fervor.
Right.
Then you have Singaporean mega churches, which are loud, electronic, and essentially operate with the fanaticism of a rock concert. It's a highly expressive modern dynamic.
And then we contrast those with the traditional Taiwanese Presbyterian churches.
Night and day.
Right, when the pastor asks the congregation to pray out loud together, it's just dead silence. But I have to push back on this a little.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, is that silence really some profound, reverent theological stance? Or is it just the universal, sweaty-palmed terror of public speaking?
It's so funny you say that because it raises an important point. The pastor actually agrees. He recognizes that the silence is mostly fear.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, he actually pleads with his congregation to practice making some sound. He even encourages them to literally write their prayers down like a script.
Well, that makes sense.
Because public prayer is a skill that requires repetition. If someone only ever prays silently in their head, they'll be completely paralyzed when called upon in a group.
Yeah, they just freeze up.
Right. So he wants them to overcome that performance anxiety so they can authentically communicate without shutting down entirely.
So what does this all mean for you listening? Whether you are religious or not, this deep dive is just a brilliant lens on authenticity and intention.
It really is.
We all have moments where we blur the line between doing something because it's right and doing it because people are watching.
It forces us to examine our underlying intentions in any public arena, questioning who we are really performing for.
Absolutely. So to leave you with a thought, if you permanently unplugged the receiver,
Well, that's a good way to put it.
if you completely removed the audience from your life, the praise, the likes, the invisible bystanders, which of your most deeply held daily routines would you actually keep doing?